I'm just doing a story here. Another car. That doesn't stop detectives from catching him and placing him under arrest. Yep, condoms, pizza, bracelet, and candy. I'm good. How are you? Turns out today is his birthday. He's using the screen name Lauren A20014. He tells her how to masturbate and then asks her if she wants to see him naked. She agrees and he turns on his webcam. He wants her to look at his penis. Would you like to see it up close?
No matter what,
Better look at it.
even if even if I'm not eating fries quickly, I have that like like when you swallow too fast feeling, and I feel like the hiccups is coming. So yeah, I mean, you saw I was eating these casually. So.
That's how much I love you. But he truly knows what he's doing is wrong, telling her to delete all evidence of their chat logs. Okay, delete your archive and remember, Mrs. Kayla Marie Armstrong, I love you more than anything.
He was so excited to be here, and he came walking in very proud.
Howdy. I'm just going live for a bit, so haven't gone live in a while, so I'm just and maybe I could put some of my acting lines. Weirdo. Ha ha.
Not too much? Too much? So what are you up to tonight? Not a whole lot. Well, I'll tell you, for the last several days, you've been up to a lot. You're a pretty prolific chatter there. Want to explain yourself? Not really. I never really was gonna do anything. You weren't really gonna? No. So you brought condoms. What else did you bring? I brought a bracelet. And she is how old? Supposed to be 13. And how old are you? 37. Now, besides all this chat here, and we'll go through that in a minute, you also sent a whole bunch of pictures. So why would you think that's appropriate?
Hold up. I'm just going live because I haven't been live in a while, so just decided to let my channel know I'm still here. So hello, still here. Well, I recently reached 1K subs on this channel, so I'm trying to go live more often. I'm at a contract in LA right now, Los Angeles, so I wanted to get settled in first before like posting anything new. So, but I think I have a free day, so just thought I'd go live for a while. So if I get a lot more people in this live, I might show you this. So, because these are all mystery boxes, but you could tell what dinosaur's inside based on the code at the bottom. So this one says A, so that's hopefully the Dilophosaurus, which is what I want. So if I could get many more people here in this live, then maybe I'll show this. But I'm probably just gonna go live for like 30 minutes or an hour. So. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so it's Tuesday. I figured a lot of people are working. I have today off, so I'm all settled into my Los Angeles dormitory, so I was going to. I'm eating fries. They're just French fries, so I got takeout yesterday, and just these are my leftovers, so I'm eating while watching YouTube, so just going live, interacting with my audience since I got 1K. subs last month, so I'm just trying to go live as much as possible.
Before Texas, so you did this a lot in Texas. Did you ever get in trouble for it? Yeah.
So real. What's so real?
How old was it then? And what trouble did you get in there?
Make sure if your friends like dinosaurs or Jurassic Park, share this live. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get this live blown up so I could activate and show you this. So, I don't know. So real.
You took the pictures of the girl, and then you put
I have like random videos on my YouTube playlist right now, like T-Cat. They're always so amusing to watch. So.
He brings up the possibility that she might be a cop. What made you think that this might be a police operation?
So.
Just after seeing all these things.
So, thanks everyone for tuning in. Well, even if it's for a couple seconds, so I'm just going live and for just going live to just show you that I'm still here. So I have a day job, so this whole YouTube thing comes second. So. Yeah, yeah.
This is probably considered that. And I know this is probably gonna be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Well, you know, why?
Yeah.
These really hit the spot though.
I recognize.
They're from yesterday, but I just heated up and they still taste really good and crispy. So.
And if you have anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I live by myself. It's a whole dormitory room, so it's like in a medical building, and this is my room here. So we all shared a common area downstairs, though.
If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would happen?
Probably it would have happened.
I would think so.
Hmm.
You would have gone and done it.
Probably, yes. I mean, I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would.
It's from a chain, a restaurant called Island. So it's like a burger place. I haven't been to an island since 2011, so I was overdue for a visit. And last night I was with my friend. We watched a movie, but we came here like before the movie. I got a nice, what's it called, blue nami, because it's a blue cheeseburger. It was so good, and I just took the fries as leftovers. So. They're still crispy. They're still really good. So, because you know how fries are usually all soggy when you have them as leftovers, but no, this. Don't go. Almost finished with all of them. Yep, they're done. Hello. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh. I just went live because I have a free day, and I haven't gone live in a while since I moved here to LA. I didn't move here permanently. It's just for work. It's just contract work. So I'm here in Los Angeles. This is my dormitory, and I decided to go live just to give you all an update that I'm here and settling in and working hard. And if I get more people in this live, then I'll activate this Dilophosaurus. I mean, I think it's Dilophosaurus because I looked on the bottom and the letter A is there, so hopefully that's what it is. So. But it's just gonna be a really chill live, just sitting here watching YouTube and answering any questions my audience might have. So in cosplay, so Owen Grady. Anyone play Among Us? Because I won a bunch of these Among Us plush toys at the claw machine. So I got a green one, I got a yellow one, and I got a pink one. I think they're cute. I don't know what Among Us is. I think it's some sort of, is it a mass online multiplayer game? So, but the cute little costumes are cute. What are these things? Aliens, or are they people in costumes? So I think they're cute. So. Add a Q&A sticker. Nah, I don't know if I want to do that. So what's going on with everyone else? So what are y'all doing this fine Tuesday afternoon? This will get me through to live. This is 0 sugar, but it's ultra blue Hawaii flavor. So. Why is it so hard to find any energy drinks that are green apple flavored? Because the Rockstar has the green apple, and then Monster Energy Drink has that apple, the girl holding the apple on it. But I can never find them in bulk. Like I just want energy drinks like Monster that are green apple. So. It tastes alright though. Because it's 0 sugar, it doesn't have that kick that energy drinks usually give you. It has that feeling of something's missing. That's why I don't drink 0 or diet, because that's how they taste like. But I got this like on a good deal, so. Wonder if I could send things from here. Let's see.
One thing, if you contact the dead for personal gain, there will be tragic consequences.
Session time down.
Join hands.
You're on my payroll now. Wake up and get my brother on the line.
The party is not answering.
He never took my call.
I shall try. I see. A yo-yo. Yes, I see a yo-yo. It is under the sofa.
Maybe I'll draw something.
Try my brother again.
Just found a goodness.
Hang up. You're tying up the line. Will you two quit jabbering? Now get my stinking dead brother horse on the line.
The dead should not be bothered for personal gain.
What? No, just do it. Sit down, you stupid dog. Hello?
Isn't this wonderful, Eustace? Finally, you can settle your differences.
Yeah. Where's the key to the box?
Hello.
There is nothing in the box for you, Eustace. You would say that, you cheap. Bury the box, Eustace. Get away from me. Money, where's the key?
Let's see. Howdy, everyone. Just return in Jurassic Park ad for Super Bowl. Let's see. What is this? Sisters.
He'd been right all the time.
What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. So, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum have just appeared as their iconic characters from Jurassic Park again in 2026 for a brand new Super Bowl commercial. Taika Waititi helped make this advertisement that pretty much teases the idea of what the park would look like if it hadn't failed. And I want to talk about both that and the idea of these actors reprising their
Sorry,
roles in
no
future
hablo
movies.
español.
It's 33 years since we shot the first one, so
Now, this commercial had to be pretty expensive because they used a lot of digital de-aging techniques that I think either involved AI or CGI to some extent. And some of it looks way better than some of the other stuff in
That's
the
kinda
end, but
cool.
honestly, the fact that Universal has decided to go ahead and use the original Jurassic Park cast once
That's so
again,
fun.
only 3 years after Dominion, is kind of an interesting fact. So this advertisement we're talking about is for the Super Bowl, obviously, and it's basically just trying to get you to sign up for Xfinity. But in all honesty,
Hi everyone,
it's
just
always fun to see
watching
Dr.
Clayton's
Alan Grant,
video
Ellie Sattler,
saying that
Ian
there's a
Malcolm,
Jurassic
no
Park
matter
Super
what's
Bowl
going on. Personally, this whole thing
video.
surprised me
Looks
the
so
most just by how
cool.
much footage they used for the actors and how Jurassic
English.
Park and its
I don't even
original
know what those
1993
characters say.
aesthetic is still super popular with the general movie-going public. Now that Jurassic World Rebirth has come and gone, the franchise is clearly still profitable, but I can't help but wonder what things would look like if they just focused on the characters from the original movie and put them in meaningful roles again with a
That's
solid
true.
script. I've gone out of my way in the past
I
to explain
agree.
just how disappointed I was in Jurassic World Dominion, but I can't lie and
It
say that
wasn't
I
so
would
bad.
love to see all these actors return in a future Jurassic Park movie done really well. Now, the commercial pretty much just features everyone joking around about how Jurassic Park would have been awesome to visit if the issue with the power and control didn't happen, which ironically, I just rewatched Jurassic Park today with my wife, so the movie is like super fresh in my mind, and I gotta say, yeah, I'd love to see everyone return yet again in a future film. And I think the fact that Universal gave the go-ahead for the likenesses of Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm is actually a good sign. And it's kind of weird. We really should talk about that because it's still a possibility to get a movie like this. And it's one that I would...
That's cool. I actually never really thought about that. So, have you ever thought of what the original Jurassic Park trio would be like if Jurassic Park didn't have that power failure? So you have Dr. Alan Grant, Sam Neill, and Laura Dern as Ellie Sattler, and Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm, like in the park. If it succeeded in 1993, that's a cool concept. So it would be like a fun what if movie. So that would be cool. But that would be kind of boring then, right? Because nothing's gonna happen. The park isn't gonna break down. It's just gonna be like one of those slice of life films where I could see it as a slice of life film where it's like a love triangle and Grant and Malcolm are like trying to compete for Dr. Sattler's affection, but that sounds so corny on so many levels. So I've been there, done that. But that would be a cool scenario to see because you never really got to see all three of those characters again until, Dominion 3 years ago. So it's a cool concept. So I'm just trying to see if Clayton's gonna say when this. Oh, duh! It's gonna air on the Super Bowl. Okay, that's why. But and I'm sure it's gonna be posted to YouTube at some point, just like the Battle at Big Rock. Actually, Battle at Big Rock did post to YouTube originally, right? And then we got it as a bonus feature on. Was it either the Fallen Kingdom DVD or was it the Dominion DVD? I think it was Dominion because yeah, it was Dominion because Battle at Big Rock came out after Fallen Kingdom when all the dinosaurs were loose in the world. So
not be shocked.
yeah, so Battle at Big Rock was pretty much a short bridge film that takes place between Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. So that's cool. I want to see more. Do you know? And no, is that a YouTuber? And let me type that in. Hopefully, it's not something dirty. Let me type that in. Oh, it's a boy band. No, never heard of them. So. Okay, let's see what the continue this Super Bowl trailer. So yeah.
They were testing the waters out again to see if that's what people still wanted to see. I know the commercial is more or less just a joke for
I still
Wi-Fi,
wanna
but
see it.
still, Wouldn't it be great to actually get an incredible sequel to the first movie that had all three of these actors return and do
Yeah.
something legitimately great?
Yeah, I
Of course,
agree.
modern movies are not very good, and most of the sequels to legendary franchises have kind of fallen flat. And you know, you've heard me say that before in the past, but I've also been someone that has just always just given my own opinion no matter what it might be. And I'm gonna say it again, I just watched Jurassic Park today. I want to see a really good sequel to the first movie, and I want to see Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm in that movie. And for the rest of this video, I'm going to genuinely entertain that idea and talk about what I really think Universal could do with this franchise and the original actors returning for a future movie. Back in the 90s, Jurassic Park had a lot of tie-in material that came out in support of the first film. And some of that material came in the form of sequel stories that were set directly after that legendary 1993 incident. Now, obviously, you can't really...
Whatever happened to, what's it called? What's that comic company called? IDW. Whatever happened to them giving us a Jurassic World comic series? And why can't we have one now? So I would freaking buy. I would go to Hot Topic or Box Lunch every weekend if there was one issue of Jurassic World by IDW Comics released every week. So I did own the Topps Jurassic Park comics for a while, but they got lost unfortunately. So, and I don't want to talk about that. So
that extensively because it's been like 33 years since the original Jurassic Park. But you could definitely do small flashback scenes intercut with new modern age stuff that had everyone interacting with a new story set now in the present time. Still, ideas like the return to Jurassic Park, the chaos continues, and even the abandoned animated series that was going to be called Escape from Jurassic Park are all pieces of media that feature Grant, Sattler, and Malcolm heavily. And they're all ideas that rely a lot on the iconography, aesthetic, and just scientific intrigue of the original Jurassic Park movie. You know, guys, initially, there were ideas to include Dr. Malcolm meeting back up with Alan Grant in a bar while they were spitballing ideas for the Lost World. And in a really cool scene, we would have seen a PTSD-styled Alan Grant telling Ian Malcolm that he, quote, can't go back. You can never go back. And he's kind of drunk at the bar, and Malcolm is looking at him like, I've got to go to Site B, or I've got to go do whatever I have to do. And
I can see
Grant
that
is just
happening.
like tormented by the trauma that he's faced on Isla Nublar. And that, you know, whatever reason he was going to Site B, it was going to be a terrible idea to Dr. Alan Grant. That whole idea had this sort of ominous warning style thematic element to it that it just sounds so cool for a follow-up to the first movie. Laura Dern was kind of bummed out that she wasn't invited back for the Lost World Jurassic Park, and I think Sam Neill probably felt the same way.
I would
but
be
still,
too.
that idea to actually make a sequel to the first movie, while obviously still remaining canon to all of these other films, is such a novel one to me that I think most people would say they actually would really want to see it on only one condition. And that is that it actually be a genuinely good Jurassic Park movie. It's been done before, in my personal opinion. I really like Clint Eastwood's Sudden Impact. Rocky Balboa, obviously, is a great movie. And Logan. How could you not like Logan? But you don't have to go that rated R or serious. You just need to do something
Did
that
Logan
feels like
do
an
well?
authentic sequel for the character. And characters in this regard. Also, plot lines that feature run-ins with Biosyn, dinosaurs on the mainland, Michael Crichton's source material, and a more safari-driven action focus that looks like the palm tree or fern aesthetic from Jurassic Park 1. Those are all things that movie fans would almost inarguably love to see as long as it's done well. Imagine a story that cuts back between 1994 and 2026, or whatever current year it might end up being. One part with the actors going over their survival of the initial park and the fallout that would result from it. Ian Malcolm's ridicule from the public after he claimed dinosaurs were alive and killing people, like what we see people making fun of him with in The Lost World. The disintegration of Ellie Sattler and Dr. Alan Grant's relationship, as well as the actual real canon stuff like the 1994 cleanup operation on Isla Nublar that went down in the movie series lore. Or better yet, modern portions of a story that involves dinosaur ideas that were in the books but never in the movies. Show something like the D-Ecstasies, the raptors that were born in the wild's initial escape on the mainland, or even the idea of tying it into a modern story where the dinosaurs are wreaking havoc on everyday life. It doesn't have to be be all coexistence peace like what Dominion ended on. The possibilities are endless, and all you really have to do is try and tell a legitimately good story that takes itself seriously, which admittedly this commercial does not do, but that's beside the point. Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum have all said yes to coming back for this commercial. They said yes to coming back to Dominion, and other actors like Julianne Moore from The Lost World have also expressed interest into returning to the franchise if they were ever given the call back. So why not just do something like this? Make a Jurassic Park sequel that takes itself very seriously. Get someone to write the movie that will actually treat these characters and the canon and the events with a sense of reverence and love, and try to make a movie that people are really gonna like. I think a lot of people, they say something like, oh no, it can't be done, you know, they don't like any of the Jurassic Park sequels. But I really don't believe it's impossible. I mean, I don't think all the sequels are terrible. I think that's kind of like a scapegoat, weird excuse to just pass off everything. In fact, the Lost World Jurassic Park, I will always say, is incredible. But again, I just rewatched Jurassic Park today, and the idea of a movie that features all three of these leads dealing with the fallout from the first film's events, it's super intriguing to me, and it's also very weird that it's never been done before. Also, Universal is working with Saber right now on Jurassic Park Survival, which literally takes place right after, like a day after the original 1993 movie. So to say that they are not very interested in doing something like this is a lie. I mean, they got David Koepp back to write Jurassic World Rebirth. They rushed the movie, but I don't think it's the worst.
Jurassic Park Survival. I haven't heard any. I don't think anyone's heard anything about Jurassic Park Survival ever since. So after this video, I'm gonna go look that up and give my opinions about that.
Jurassic Park movie by any stretch of the imagination, and it just got nominated for an Oscar. Why not bring these guys back to do a sequel and make it really cool, Dark Knight style? Why not? I know there's been a lot of dialogue over Jurassic World Dominion and why that movie didn't work for so many people, and I told you guys I'm one of them, but I honestly think that the idea to bring these characters back in a Jurassic Park story can still be done very well. And
does anyone know how long this Super Bowl commercial is gonna be? It's probably good. It's probably just going to be a minute long, probably. So,
if Universal is playing with the idea to do it, they should probably do it as soon as possible. I love Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum. They're incredible actors. I love these characters. Bring them back. Rebirth has been a pretty good success, and while it's always cool to see dinosaurs attack people, I think dealing with the continuity that is shown with Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm is always what people want to see the most. I mean, what the world happened between Jurassic Park 1 and 3? I mean, Alan Grant pretty much had a character arc where he enjoys spending time with children, and in Jurassic Park 3, he's no longer with Ellie. She has an entire family of her own. Like, what happened in between those two movies? I mean, it's just weird. Of course, there's talk of Owen Grady and Claire Dearing being important parts as well, and I completely understand that, but there's so much potential for a Jurassic Park sequel that actually deals with the trauma and scares of these people dealing with dinosaurs all over the world that I think could be a slam dunk if done right. Anyways, guys, these are all just my own thoughts and opinions on the subject matter. What do you think? Should Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum actually return in a movie that takes itself seriously as a sequel to Jurassic Park? Or is this just a fun little commercial and should we just leave it at that? I've given my own thoughts. I think if they take it seriously, they get a legitimately good written script that's just good all around. I mean, they have somebody go through and like, yep, that's awesome. Do it. Why not? But hey, whatever your own opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now, before...
Okay, that's interesting. That's something to look forward to if I'm ever at my friend's Super Bowl party in Fontana, California, which is just a 45-minute drive from here, so that could be a fun weekend to do. So just gonna, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Look up Jurassic Park Survival. Any updates? Do you know what, the unpopular opinion, but do you know what I would like? A Jurassic Park visual novel game. That would be fun. Hey, maybe I'll just make that myself. So, more concerning news about Jurassic Park Survival. Oh, this was uploaded a day ago, so maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe some of you already know what happens, but I don't, so I'm just getting myself caught up in all this. So.
We now currently in the year of 2026, which means that this year will mark 3 years since the announcement of Jurassic Park Survival, and ever since then we still haven't heard all that much about it. Albeit in 2025, it certainly picked up on its marketing program and we got plenty of new content to devour, such as 2 development videos discussing the game and what to expect from the game, as well as new footage and behind the scenes images of the game being developed as well. So at least last year we got something. That's because it was pretty much radio silence between the years of 2023 and 2025. We just practically had nothing. It got so bad to the point where fans started to panic that it may actually be cancelled, because no matter what we were trying to investigate about this game, all fingers just pointed to the idea that maybe it might be cancelled. But alas, we got some more information regarding it, and we didn't really have that concern to worry about anytime soon. But it is still weird that a video game had an announcement for a game like this coming so far in advance compared to when the release may be, because we still don't even know when Jurassic Park Survival will be releasing. And if we were to look at the history of video games such as Jurassic Park Survivor and of course Jurassic World Survivor, these video games were in development in the past and they never got to see the light of day. We had original titles with a very similar name, and again, we just never got to see them. So understandably, fans are very concerned and on edge for the release of Jurassic Park Survival, and I think that is because we just don't have a release date. I'm sure if we did have a release date, we'd at least feel a little bit more comfortable. But right now we are entering the month of February and we haven't heard anything about Jurassic Park Survival since November. Now, that isn't too crazy to actually think about, because I believe the dev journals that we had, the videos, were actually a few months apart. We got something in the summer, and then we got something at the start of November. So, understandably, I did see in my comment section that a few fans began to worry again, and the thing I want to talk about right now didn't really help those concerns. Very recently, last week, Saber Interactive actually went ahead and removed Jurassic Park Survival from some of their social media bios, meaning that if you were to go to their Instagram, it originally said that they were developing Jurassic Park Survival, and then for some reason last week it was spotted that Jurassic Park Survival was no longer in their bio.
Oh, no.
So I saw a lot of fans on social media start to get concerned because of this, because why would you remove it? It's probably one of your biggest titles and IPs. But thankfully, I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I actually have contacts working alongside Saber Interactive to be able to reach out to. So I thought, I see so much concern going around, I want to see what's actually happening here and whether or not they can confirm something. So I went ahead and reached out to my contact working with Jurassic Park Survival, and they did confirm to me, they got back to me very quickly actually, that as of January 30th, the game is still in active development right now. So there is no concern to be made, and I believe a day after the concern arose about this, Saber actually reinstated Jurassic Park Survival on their bios now. So long story short, there is nothing to worry about. I saw some people on YouTube get concerned about this. We've already cleared it up on Twitter. So I thought it's only right to discuss this on YouTube as well, because I have a larger following on YouTube than I do on Twitter. But there is nothing for you guys to worry about. As of January 30th, 2026, the game is still active. It's still in development. And yes, this video may be going up a little bit later than that, but why would they change that in just a couple of days? In fact, some new concept art was also accidentally released earlier today based around Jurassic Park Survival. Now, I'm not going to show it because I believe it was accidentally released because the posts have now been taken down, but that does get...
How can things just accidentally be released? So, all that, anything accidentally released was obviously deliberate. So,
it's an indication...
Like the 2017 Mummy trailer with Tom Cruise. Anyone remember that? I never saw it. I only know that film just for the trailer that they released.
We could even suspect that something new might be coming from the game soon. I'm really hoping that February will be the month where we get the new announcement for Jurassic 8. And then maybe even March might be something with Jurassic Park Survival, but we're also expecting March to have a new DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 3. So we're going to have to wait and see. But the key point to take away here is there's nothing to be concerned about. I honestly do think that, judging by everything I do know about Jurassic Park Survival, that this game will see the light of day. I don't think it's going to be canned anytime soon, and I don't think it's ever going to be canned. So here's another... I make so many videos on this, but here's another message and PSA to you guys. There is nothing to worry about. Jurassic Jurassic Park Survival. I still think it's going to happen, and I don't think it's ever going to get cancelled in any way. So there you go. Jurassic Park Survival is still in development as of recent findings. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a like, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so.
It took 5 minutes for you to say that. Okay. Okay, I guess that game's still in development, so. I do want a Jurassic Park visual novel. So. F it, I'll just make my own. Maybe it'll just be 40 minutes long. Or I could do something really corny and do a what if. Like I could create this character that was on the island as Jurassic World was happening, and it goes through their point of view of, you know how those things are like hero of another story type of thing. So I could probably just write something about a character experiencing the Jurassic World breaking down, and then how they escape and stuff. So maybe Ricky from the Isla New bar point of view. So, oh, that would be cute. That could be a cute project I could work on, I guess. So. Hi, Crystal Bad Bear. Hi. Yeah, update for my 2 viewers that are here. Just going live because I'm settling down in Los Angeles right now. So. Been busy working, settling in, trying to get used to my new routine. So that's what I'm here for. So let's see. I wonder if I can minimize the screen while being live. Can I? Okay. So that timestamp was 36:20. So when this live later uploads, I'm gonna see what happens if my live froze, because I just pressed a home screen to see if this live could minimize, but no, I guess it can't. So okay, Mr. Nightmare, let's see what's up with you. 3 scary true gas station journeys. Oh, nah, it's not dinosaur related. So anyone ever hear of Jurassic Quest? I thought it was cute, but Jurassic Quest review by Icy Mike. Let's take a look at that.
I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. I want to save you time and money. Jurassic Quest sucks. Don't go. It's a joke. It's sad. If I had to sum it up in a word, embarrassing. I'm embarrassed that I spent my time and my money there. For reference, I'm a middle-aged, middle-class dad with 3 kids and I'm self-employed, so wasting time and money is a big deal to me. So if that's all you need to know, review is over. It's a hard pass. Thank you for stopping by. But if you want to know exactly what the rides are like and the concessions and everything, I'll break it all down. And if you're very astute, you might have said, Mike, if you're so embarrassed by going, why are you making a video about it? And that's because I went and looked at the other video reviews of it. I read reviews and comments online about it, and they're all full of shit. They're lying. They're lying to you, they're lying to themselves, and they're lying to their goofy little kids. Oh, Mike, not the children. Don't make fun of the children. Look, it's not the kids' fault. The kids in the YouTube videos know their parents are making YouTube videos, and kids understand that on YouTube you're supposed to be positive. I just very much want to save other parents the agony of what I went through. I spent $75 for just me and my 6-year-old to go, and it sucked. But Mike, my little Preston is just
You didn't get it on Black Friday? Yeah, 75 is a lot.
obsessed with dinosaurs. Every little kid is obsessed with dinosaurs. I was obsessed with dinosaurs. I took my daughter because she's been talking about dinosaurs lately. They're not what he used to like trains, now he likes dinosaurs. Stop trying to turn phases into your kid's personality.
Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. It was really fun. We had
I'm not trying to make fun of anybody's kids, but like, it was not really fun. It was not worth it. They waited 2 hours for a ride that does
Jurassic
this.
Dinosaurs. I agree. I'm just watching a video on someone ranting about Jurassic Quest.
And when I peruse the comments of these videos, I see people saying we had a blast. And I only see a couple comments where people are like, what are you talking about? I am embarrassed, again, that I did not watch these videos beforehand. Because even...
If you're tuning in, hit that like button, share this live. It's the 3rd time I'm going live, so just going live because I made 1K subs like a couple weeks ago. So I'm just trying to go live as much as I can. So just moved to LA, not permanently. It's my contract, work contract. So this is the dorm I'm staying at, getting settled in. So I figured I'd go live for a bit, just to let everyone know I'm still here. So and to give updates. And if you want to ask questions in the comments, I'll gladly answer them. But yeah, this isn't really going to be a busy live. Well, if I do happen to get more people, then I could probably unbox a Jurassic Park mystery dino. So one of the dino reveal sets. So
The people that made these review videos do their best to like try to be positive. You can tell from their videos it sucks. I feel like we're in an Emperor New Clothes sort of situation. But there are a couple that move around. Like there's ones you can walk around on. This is what they do. Yeah, you're waiting in a line to do that. How about the Jurassic Jeeps? You know what the Jurassic Jeeps are? They are power wheels. They're little battery operated power wheels, and they were allowed to take 2 laps around this course. Exactly 2 laps, and then they had to stop. But Mike, if you're so smart and your kids are so cool and y'all are so discerning and frugal, like how did you get got? Because, remember, I told you I was obsessed with dinosaurs. Triceratops was my favorite, and for a moment during this thing, I walked up to the Triceratops and I felt a little swell of warmth, like I'd reconnected with an old friend from my childhood. So that was certainly a good feeling, right? Yeah, like when you bump into an old friend at the grocery store, I wouldn't pay $75 for that feeling. For a jiu-jitsu tournament with one of the fighters that I coach, and I looked through the entryway, and this is what the entryway looks like. This looks amazing. This looks crazy. If you see this from the hallway and you look in there, you want to go in there. So the next day, my teenage son was at basketball. My 10-year-old daughter was with my wife shopping. I had just my 6-year-old daughter. So I said, this is perfect. She's been talking about dinosaurs lately. Let's go. When you walk in, it looks really cool. And I think they did a better job in the entryway than some of the other places that I've seen them set this up at, which I'm going to explain. They travel around and do this. If it was good, they'd be able to stay somewhere. The fact that they move around so much should have told me something. So you walk through this area, and if you don't look too hard, it looks kind of cool. They've got the lighting. Some of them wiggle around a little bit, and that's it. There's no story, there's no plot, there's no action. The dinosaurs themselves, upon close inspection, look like shit. They've got this cargo net aesthetic going on they use to cover the seams where they put the things together, but some of them just fucking have holes in them. There's just holes in the dinosaurs. They set up the entryway to look so cool, and walking through this, I know that there's rides coming up, and I really felt like some shit was about to go down around the corner. And then I saw it. It's so sad. All the parents there had the same look on their face, with the exception of 1 or 2 goofy grandpas who were really trying to make the best of it. All the parents had the I've been had face. I'm upset at what I'm doing, but I'm going to try not to be negative. That was the face that every single parent that I looked into their eyes, and we all were thinking the same thing. This is whack. This is lame. But I've paid for it. I don't want to ruin my kid's day. My kid seems to be having a good time. Your kid might be having an okay time. Your kid's probably not having a good time. And you're asking them, are you having fun, bud? Was that fun? And when you ask kids that, they say yes. What'd you think of the Jurassic Jeeps?
It was good, but some guy who does flying didn't let me do space paint.
Oh, you're still mad about the face paint?
Yeah.
And who is some guy?
His name is Mike.
My kids are smart and discerning. My daughter was clearly disappointed. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, it's just they're just mirroring your personality. Yeah, I'm their dad. That's what I'm supposed to do. I shape their personality. We all do. My kids are discerning and kind of cynical. That's probably because of me. If your kids are goofy little cornballs, it's probably because of you. The food sucked. They had the concession stand from our actual convention center, but this is what it looked like. It was convention center food.
I'd say my favorite dinosaur, that's hard to pick. I know it's kind of corny, but everyone likes the Velociraptor, so I'm gonna say Dilophosaurus, even if we're not gonna talk about the Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus, because the scientifically accurate 20-foot Dilophosaurus with the crest and no frill is a pretty cool Jurassic era predator as well, so I'd say Dilophosaurus. And I really like Allosaurus as well. So
They had fossils. I should put quotes around that. I don't believe that those are real fossils. There's no way that.
why? What's your favorite
they had a
dinosaur?
whole Ankylosaurus skull and a Triceratops horn that like were in touching distance of people, like complete ones. There's no way that shit is real. And that guy was very helpful and seemed somewhat knowledgeable. It was one of the dudes that ran the other okay part of the thing, which was the Raptor training experience. The Raptor training experience is okay in that the MCs that were doing it, we watched it a couple times, they did a pretty good job. They were fun and energetic and know how to work a crowd a little bit. But both of them, I saw two different trainers and I assume two different Raptors. I don't know exactly what was going on there, but it was very obvious that the trainers were legitimately frustrated with the actors inside the suits. So I don't know who they got. Because the people that work there, who knows? You know, I think some of them were rubes and some of them were carnies. I don't know who's working this thing. I think there's a mixture of Jurassic Quest employees and also like local. I don't know that you can call this a scam. I think it's like the bare minimum you can do to not be a scam. It's definitely not worth the visit. It's not. Even if you love dinosaurs, like my wife was like, was it educational at all? Well, they had shit for you to read, but nobody's reading all of this. Like, nobody cares. They want to get to the rides, and the rides are a joke. Now, my 10-year-old was a little disappointed she didn't get to go, so I texted both her and my wife, and I told them, hey, don't worry, you're not missing anything here. And my wife was like, take lots of pics, and then I kind of realized it was just a series of photo ops. The dinosaurs don't have to move because they're just there for you to sit your kid on it and take a picture and then probably post on social media like, look, I did a thing with my kids today. I'm not a piece of shit. It's just, the word quest, there's supposed to be a quest you do, but this saddest little prize table at the end where if you finish it, but you could see nobody's interested in doing that. Because the whole premise of this is just to make money, not to educate kids about dinosaurs. They want to get you in there, you're disappointed, your kids are bored, they start asking you for shit. Next thing you know, you've spent your whole paycheck, you go home feeling very dissatisfied. Meanwhile, Jurassic Quest fucks off to the next town to take advantage of the next group of marks. Which is why I'm so embarrassed by this whole thing, and which is why I think none of the other parents, I saw some people that I knew, and no one was like, this place sucks. And I know we're all thinking it. I know that the people in those YouTube videos I was making fun of in the beginning, I know that they know it sucks. They have to know it sucks. But I just think we don't want to be negative. And I don't love being negative. Negative YouTube videos actually perform more poorly than positive ones. So this doesn't mean no good. I just don't want you to waste your time. I don't want you to waste your money. And I don't want you to be embarrassed by being a mark like I was. She did really enjoy the bouncy houses because my daughter loves bouncy houses, but they have bouncy houses everywhere. These were dinosaur themed, but they let the kids in a group. And in one, I timed them. One of them, they only kept the kids in there for 90 seconds before they spit them out and put another group in. The other one was 3 minutes. You know what this was like? This was like a really good field day. It was a high budget field day. Like they had a little game where there was little dinosaur statues and they gave you a rope and you tried to rope a raptor. It's just so low effort and so low value. I would have probably cried a little bit had I spent the amount of money it would have cost to take my whole family there. I would have felt like I let them down. You could go in with another family, and for the price of bringing 2 complete families there, you could rent a bouncy house and put it in your backyard all day. And it would be safer. I saw multiple kids bust their ass coming off of this thing in socks and falling on the concrete here. You can come up with better shit for your kids to do than other people can. The fun that my daughter had nothing to do with what they had to offer. She found this lonely little thing on a random table by itself. She loved it. There was music playing over by the Raptor experience. She liked dancing. For $75, I could have took her to a real go-kart track. We could have bought some dinosaur costumes. We could have played in the woods. Like if you just play fight with your kid for 15 minutes, they will have more fun than they will have at Jurassic Quest. And that's the thing, like having fun with your kids doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. I think especially in the middle class culture, the idea of spending money and doing a thing, like a thing coming into town, like it's a thing. I don't know, like in the Facebook groups or in the yoga classes, like it's a thing. Are you taking little Brantley to Jurassic Quest this weekend? Yeah, I took Ashton and Cooper to Jurassic Quest. Like, no, I'm not, because it's fucking stupid and it's lame. And I made that mistake last year. And don't go. Just let's go to the park with a thermos full of margarita and chase each other around in dinosaur masks. It's just unfortunate, the pressure that we go through as parents to try to make our families happy and enrich our children's lives. It's not hard to show your kids a good time, and it shouldn't cost a lot of money, unless you're boring. If it's hard for your kids to have a good time, maybe you're boring or maybe they're ungrateful. But it shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard to show your kids a good time. I could have bought some ice cream and a dinosaur coloring book at Walmart and had a better time than we had at Jurassic Quest.
Okay, I guess it's kind of a sad experience. So I went to Jurassic Quest in Vegas about 3 years ago. I got it on Black Friday, so it was a really cheap deal, but I had fun. I walked around, looked at things, and I was dressed as this, and was mostly filming the animatronic dinos and getting photo ops of the egg display and some other things. And I did watch the raptor training thing. It was pretty cute, and of course the rides are for the kids, like the little Jeep Wrangler, and that little thing you sit on, and the animatronic just bobs up and down. But what he said wasn't wrong. It is the dinosaurs really don't have to move because you are just taking a photo of it, so you don't have to move, like with your kids, and then you post on social media and say, "Hey, I did a thing." So. This person drove 5 hours to go to Jurassic Quest. Never say it. Oh, this one takes place outside, though. So because I'm here in LA, I am going to make a Universal Studios trip. Because the last time I went, about 3 years ago, Jurassic World wasn't operating. I rode the ride back when it was Jurassic Park, but when they rebranded it as Jurassic World, I never got to ride it yet. So I'm gonna try to go back one of these times and go take a look at it. So 52 minutes, awesome. Maybe I'll be live for another 8 minutes, just to say I've been live for an hour, but. It's Tuesday. I have the day off. Seems like a pretty slow day. So this is one of my favorite cosplays of yours. Oh, thanks, Jeremiah. So, how is work? I notice it's like 5:19 right now. So, yeah, 5:19. So I guess you're off work. So I'm probably gonna be live for another 8 more minutes, and then I'll probably go and do something else right now. So I guess because I moved to LA, so I haven't been uploading Jurassic on my Jurassic channel for a while, so glad it's over. Oh yeah, me too. I'm not looking forward to working tomorrow. No, I take that back. I want to work tomorrow. I just want to not have that groggy, like, oh, I have to wake up so early. So yeah, so I'm just going live just to let my audience know I'm still here and that I'm settling in, and I'll post more Jurassic stuff when I can. And I really want to do that Universal Studios trip soon, so I could post more things. So yeah. After this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just ate something small, basically the leftovers we had at the island. So, and I'm gonna maybe take a walk again. It's nice. It's sunset right now, so I'll see. I saw that there was a thrift store near me, so maybe that's where I'll find the red shirt and the white disco pants. So, but I did see your text. Yeah, I need to rehearse some dance scenes. So, and then I need to rehearse the lines that we said. Like, I think because the first scene when we were in the park, there were only 4 lines I had, so of course I memorized those lines. But now I just gotta look over the other lines and try to memorize those. So mostly what I've been doing for this live is I've just been watching updates on any Jurassic Park stuff, and then I was watching someone's review on Jurassic Quest. Jurassic Quest is like this traveling event where they have like dinosaur animatronics and stuff for kids to do, which I did before about 3 years ago, and I got it on as a good Black Friday deal. So I was just trying to see what people were saying about it. So, but that was a very honest review. So, 55 minutes. Are you still here, Jeremiah? I don't see you saying anything in the comments. So, oh, I need to stretch. Oh. So I took a walk earlier today in East Hollywood. I walked over to Griffith Park. It's a nice little area. There's a bunch of bourgeois looking houses and mansions there that would probably charge $2,000 a month if I decided to rent there, but they're all behind gates and they were closed. Like 2 to 3 story mansions in that area. The park was pretty nice. I walked past the Griffin Theater. I'm not sure what's there. What is the Griffin Theater? So it wasn't as long as a walk as I thought it was. I remember when I first walked to Albertsons the day I moved in here, it felt like a long walk, but no, it wasn't really a long walk at all. I think it only felt long because it was a new place I was in. But when I walked in that area today, it was a pretty short, refreshing walk. It was during the daytime, during the afternoon. Dressing down, it was nice. And the park looks like a nice place to take to read a book. So I have a couple books with me, so maybe I'll take one of these days. Maybe after work tomorrow I could do that because it really wasn't that far of a walk. So that's probably what I'll do tomorrow. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm just getting settled in here. LA area, East Hollywood, California traffic. Don't have a lot of my toys with me, but I did pick this up yesterday. So I'm hoping it is actually the Dilophosaurus because there's A on it, but there's also a B on it as well. So I only took this one because it's the only one at the store that had an A on it. The other one had a B and the other one had a C on it. So I'm hoping that's what this actually is. So after this, I'll probably record me unboxing and using it. So, but the thing is, the black colored Dilophosaurus is actually really cool looking. So I don't know if I just want to keep it that way because I think when it actually becomes colored, it's like a reddish brown color. So, but the black color on it with the skull fossil lines on it just looks really cool. So that's probably what I'll do. So. What else is on here? Jurassic Park update, Super Bowl commercial. Oh, it looks like the full thing is already up. Let's look at it. Okay, I was not expecting this. When earlier in the live, when I was looking at Clayton's video, I thought it was supposed to be upcoming, but I don't know. Is this the full commercial?
What'd I touch? You didn't touch anything. We're stopped. Fences are failing all over the park. John, I can't get Jurassic Park back online without...
Whoa, this place is awesome. By the way, you should have plugged this in.
I think we're back in business. Guys, that could have been bad.
So we're good. Well, this is going to be a lovely weekend. How did you do this? I'll show you. That salt script made me feel 33 years younger.
signal out here?
Oh, thank you, Grace. Yes, Wi-Fi finds a way.
I'll take it down no longer. To the roar again.
Oh, that can't be safe.
And it's one big pile of shrimp.
Mr. Hammond, after careful consideration, I've decided to happily endorse your product.
Oh, it's a cute kitty ride.
A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years.
Hey, little guy. Nope.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping. Ooh, that would have been. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. Okay. Okay, thanks everyone for joining my live. So, you spent 1 hour with me, so just watching videos, so thanks for that. The third live I'm on, so I'll see you in the next video. So, hopefully there's something better I could do and show you, but hey, it's Tuesday, everyone's working, so that's how it is. So, bye.